Hello and welcome to Stockton Junction. Today's video, basically I was doing parts of another video I'm working on, and my soldering iron packed up, and I'll just show you the one I had. I've had two of these, so I would be careful. I've had two of this one, this Katsu. They've both packed up. They're not brilliant. They've packed up after about 7 or 8 months. So they weren't expensive either, but I'm trying this one out. This is Lenove, a 926 LED V3, it says. It's 24 quid, 23.99 on eBay. So I'm going to have a look at it. Going to give it a little test out, and what I'll do is I'll let you know later on how well it is. So just show you what you get with it. Quite a bit in the box. Just going to unpack it or move the box out of the way. So get a packet of tips, 5 tips. Foam pad, there's a spring bit to hold the soldering iron, a roller bit for the solder roll, do this carefully. There's a couple of screws in there with the bracket to hold the solder rolling, and obviously 3-pin plug, and the soldering iron itself, which comes with another tip, so you actually get 6 tips with it, so that's not bad. Now on the images on eBay it shows a roll of solder, and I thought to myself, well, they're not going to give you a roll of solder with it, but yep, solder too. So lead-free solder wire, so that's not bad. 1mm solder, that'll come in handy. I'm just going to undo the wires, and we'll have a look at where it goes. This spring bit's going to go in there like that, just push fit, nice and simple. That holds the flex. Now this flex on here is actually quite, it's not thin, I wouldn't say thin, but it's nice, and it's not as thick and hard as this one, so it actually moves quite nicely, so which is good. Got a little foam pad there which you meant to put water on, bit of water on there to put that on there, and then you've got the bracket bit which goes on the side here somewhere, so I need to sort that out. It looks like it's only got one screw on the side of it, so which is there, but they give you 2 screws to do it with. Now wasn't prepared for this bit, I haven't got my screwdriver handy, so I'm going to go and grab a screwdriver, and I'll see you in a second. Right, I'm back, but just wanted to say, before you go screwing that on the underside, it's got a rubber pad that side. That would go on the outer edge, so that it's got somewhere to support it on the base. So I'll put the screw in. Just going to sit it flat. I don't know if this screwdriver is going to work, because make sure it's nice and flat before you do it up. And yeah, there we go. Right. So there isn't any form of excuse me, tray to keep your soldering tips, spare ones in, unlike the Katsu one I had, it's got a little tray that sits under the bottom here, which you can pull out to keep the tips in, which is quite handy. So I'm going to put this spare screw in with the bag of tips and put those somewhere safe in a bit. And I'm going to have a look at just going to try and unwrap the solder to have so we can have a look at that as well, and we'll give that a test out and see if it's any good. Just got to peel the plastic off around the outside, and then it also has a piece of tape as well holding it so that it doesn't all come loose, and it's quite good. The roller obviously goes in there. Now I find this quite handy because one thing I'm always doing, and this is sprung loaded there so that it doesn't come off too easy when you're just pulling it. One thing I'm always doing is I put my soldering iron down. When I go to use it, I'm like, where have I put my solder? Can't remember. So I'm just going to get something I need to solder and we'll give it a little test. So if you give me a minute, I shall be back. Right, so for the next video that I'm doing, you'll get a little heads up here. I'm doing all the back scenes that are going along the back of the layout across there, and obviously a lot of that is going to be some buildings, so I'm doing the wiring with very long wires that will go underneath the layout to come to the control points, etc. that I need underneath. I'm just doing them longer because it's easier for now. And obviously my soldering iron died when I was getting these prepped, so these are already prepped, ready to be soldered. So we're going to switch her on, and it's going up to temperature. It's meant to be really quick. As you can see, it's flying up, and it's now telling me it's at 235 degrees already. So we'll give this a little test on there. It is getting warm, but it's not there yet. I'm going to turn that up anyway. I say degrees, it just says temperature. It doesn't tell me whether it's degrees or not. It might do in the manual, but I haven't looked. But there you go, look, that is melting already. That is how quick it heats up. That is pretty good. So no wasted time. So what I'm going to do, I haven't got a helping hand handy. There you go, done. That's that one. And that one. This bit here is for cleaning the tip off. It cleans, you just dab it in, cleans off excess. I'm going to switch that off for now. It has got a temperature lock button as well, which is quite good. But yeah, that's given a great solder joint, and that was really quick. As you can see, it heated up in a matter of seconds, less than, well, probably 30 seconds, and it was hot and ready to go. So obviously if I turned it up higher to start with, it would have gone straight there. Apparently it doesn't take, it does say it does do it in so many seconds. So I think the main thing is it's a handy little unit. It's only 24 quid, which is cheap. If it goes wrong, I'm not too bothered because I've got a roll of solder out of it. If it lasts me 6 months or a year, I'll have to buy another one and get another roll of solder, then happy days. If it lasts longer, then brilliant. I do use my soldering iron a lot, so we will see. And what I'll do is going to let you guys know in the future if it breaks down, and also I'll keep you updated on if it's still working well, etc. So you'll get a good review in the coming months on this as well. So I hope that this was of use to some people, maybe people that want to start soldering. Can't go wrong with a little setup like that. It's got pretty much everything you need to get started, and it's really good. Remember, you've got the pad there. You put water on it, not drench it, but make it wet, and then that is there for, again, cleaning the tip like that on, which helps clean all the solder off. But it does come with the range of tips. It's got sort of pretty standard pointy tip there, but the ones in the packet, if I can, you've got like a long chisel one, which could be handy especially for certain things. Another sort of flat screwdriver type shape, rounded top, sorry, flat one, another one the same, pretty much the same as what's in it, and a really fine tip one there. That's pretty handy if you're doing anything with PCB. I would have thought that's really tiny tip. So yeah, I'm happy with it so far. Time will tell whether it's good. Anyway, I'll leave that for now, and I'm going to get on with making the other video that I've been trying to do. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. Just wanted to add one other little detail. So I ordered this late one evening. It was posted the following day and arrived the next day in the morning. So it was less than, well, not even 36 hours after ordering it, it was on my doorstep. So I'm going to put the eBay link to the seller that I bought it from in the description. Obviously that's provided they're still selling it when you're watching this, if you're watching it at a later date. Yeah, so brilliant service, very fast delivery. I think it's worth putting that link in there, because obviously if you're going to buy one, it'd be better to get it from a decent seller who does ship very fast, and you know you're going to get your item really quickly. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.